Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can everyone hear me? Alrighty, based on the previews and such. Based on the current previews and such, I'm going to presume that things are working out. So, here we go. Hello everyone, welcome to Gaming with Captain Frogger Guy. I'm your host, Captain Frogger Guy, and today we're going to be playing a bit of Fortnite. What kind of Fortnite, you ask? Because Fortnite is now a much larger game than it was 3 years ago. I'm glad you asked. We're going to be playing a bit of Battle Royale, then a bit of Festival, and perhaps a bit of Lego to top things off if I'm feeling interested in that. Alright. Well, I'm going to give it another moment to make sure everything is still working properly, which it looks like it is. And let's get right into it. And for everyone wondering, no, I'm not going to be attempting to talk to the Darth Vader AI within the game, unless there's like a surplus of 10 or more viewers who spam me to do so. But it has to exceed a certain amount of people. Pardon me. Conditions are a little rough out here, so apologies if there's any stream drops or if I have to end stream early. Though that is, of course, what the pinned comment is for. Of course, it is a very funny thing if my Fortnite stream ends up having trouble due to a storm. Like, admittedly, that would be quite amusing. Oh, took a little while to load that time. Alright. Outlaw Oasis has been doing pretty well for me so far, especially when playing solos. So I think I'll start there. A little bit of a close drop this time, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And yeet. I suspect there might be some... That is very true. I suspect there may be some latency issues on Fortnite's end due to the storm as well, honestly. It doesn't normally take me that long to load in. Alright. Got a person coming in. Wonderful. Good, it's good. And somebody else coming in. Remained very cool under pressure, that one did. Honestly, but impressed. Alright. Is it just me, or are the shotguns this season not really that great in anyone's hands but your opponent's? Like, I feel like I barely am able to get kills with them, when usually I'm pretty good with shotguns during other time periods. This is definitely the era of the spray and pray, so to speak. Shark waves, that'd be good. Not having to pick up ammo is definitely very odd. That is one thing I've felt about this season. Not bad, but definitely odd. Oh. I sense a bit of trouble. Aha! Visitors! Might have been a bot, not gonna lie. They definitely did not notice my existence. Need to be a little bit more careful with these AIs. Double check that I'm actually aiming. Ah. Don't need those. Just finish off one of these. See here, looking good so far. My next goal is to grab a car and see if I can locate a Force Lightning lightsaber. That would do me some good. Usually a car spawns over in this corner. Ah! Play like you did. I'm in a pretty good setup to get going, so let us see. Hearing some gunfire over here. Although that might just be the Chewie NPC. Wouldn't be bad to have a teammate. Wait, sorry, not him. Woohoo! Chewie's on my team now. That's cool. The fact that he only uses a bowcaster is a bit rough, but hey, I will always take having additional firepower on my side. Hop in, or... Yep. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can locate any lightsabers. I believe they spawn in every time the storm closes, so I suppose I'd have to wait for that. Anything good in here? Oh! Yeah, I may be in a bot lobby. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not normally that good. Okay, storm closed, which means that there might be some lightsaber spawns somewhere in here. My plan is just to drive around until I find some. Oh, well, alternatively, getting a storm beacon would be pretty good too. Alright. Man, these guys' main problem is that they try to revive each other usually while in the middle of a fight, which, not sure if you know, but that's not exactly good strategy. Okay. Knowledge of the next storm circle is going to be very useful. Thanks, Chewie, but I don't actually need that. Let's see, any... No, just no locations on the map. There is a blue lightsaber, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Force Lightning, specifically. Hi, Ray. I don't want to talk to you. Thanks. Oh, right. There's some quests that Luke can give you. Nice. Let's do this. Woohoo. Actually, I haven't completed this quest before. It's gonna be fun. Of course, the oncoming storm isn't a great sign, but I work with what I've got. Man, I feel like I've already been running for a while. Got through a whole entire slab juice. Almost done. And it's lasted for a while. Figures it would take me right back into the storm momentarily. Good thing I got enough healing. Man. What does that give me exactly? Ah, cool. Oh, and an X-Wing coming in. That's great. Alright. Let's get away from that. That is not the kind of heat that we need right now. Still pursuing! Yippee! Maybe they're just coming in from the storm. They haven't even noticed me. I never realized before now how loud this car can be. Well, hasn't opened fire yet, so that's one good thing. Oh! It appears they're concentrating on someone else. All the better. Right. Okay. Hopefully if I remain in here, I'll be able to be close enough to... Oh! Whew. Quick on your feet for that one. Alright. Ah, more portal bunkers. Alright. Storm closes, an additional 30 seconds. There's a forced throw one over there. But the fact that I can see these means that I should be at the right angle to see... Ah, thanks, Jerry. If/when a forced lightning one might drop. Unless those are controlled by other factors, which may be the case. Still just a force throw down over there. Oh, no, force lightning right by... Yeah. hopefully I can get there soon enough to not cause any problems. Ooh. Now, I actually like the pistol that Han Solo uses, but I actually prefer the dualies now because I feel like I have better control over them. Sometimes a car spawns up there. No car spawns this time. Could probably use the air tunnels to get away soon afterwards. Probably drop the heavy blaster rifle. Swap it out with the... Yeah. Please just give me electricity powers. Woohoo. Okay. Swap those. Okay. Get back to pumped power. It's going to be in a pretty good position for the rest of the game. Alright. Definitely a bot. Yeah, I was gonna alter my tactics if they altered theirs, but that would not have gone well against a real player. Alright. 9 people left. Looking good so far. Storm closes in 5 seconds. Next storm circles up north. Magic mosses. Okay, check back over there then. I keep thinking that this area has a door out. It really doesn't. See, this is where I would pick up a different colored lightsaber, because that would really throw people off. People don't expect those with a blue or purple lightsaber to start shooting lightning from their fingertips. Okay, just hang out right over here. Alright. Well, might as well power up while I'm waiting. Wait. I see them. Chewie, can you get out of the way, please? Chewie! Whatever. Yeah. One downside of Chewbacca, he keeps getting in the way of my shots. Jeez. How long would the two of them, like, sniping each other for? It's ridiculous. So, basically, I seem to have joined a day too early in streaming for being able to get to the actual Star Destroyer bombardment thing, which would have been cool. Oh, bit of thunder. Let me just check the stream quality. everything seems to still be working. Excellent, excellent. Alright. 3 people left. Almost final circle. Odd that nobody grabbed the Phasma medallion. Might have tried to do that one of these days. You know, well, I dropped first order base 100 times, and here's what happened. I really miss Luke the Notables 100 drops. Those were fun. What do you think, Chewie? Oh yeah, you're an AI. Or, well, you're not even an AI, you're just a bot. I don't think there's, like, any thoughts going on in your head at all, and that's not an insult. I think that's... yeah, thanks. Really, really need that. Well, you never know. In the right situation, that might actually be useful. Man, and this is why Chewie might be more trouble than he's worth. I almost killed that guy, and then he stood in the way, and I wasn't able to fully get the thing off. That's... oh boy. Ooh. I'll take it. This will be nice. Alright, I am... gonna be honest, I'm stacked going into this final circle. Okay. Gonna get to a good position. Right. Here's good. Yeah. This will be a good spot. Let me see. Don't see anyone so far. Although I'll admit, with my current setup, my render distance isn't turned all the way up. Can't wait until I get a little bit of an upgrade and get that. Chewie, you better not get in front of my shots again. Because if you do, I'm not recruiting you again. I can promise you that much. Whoop! Looks like the last person might be real after all. Yeah, go fire at him. In a bush, though. That's crazy. Is that bush even in the safe circle? I've got no clue. Oh, it appears it is not. That might be one problem with their current strategy. So, oh, towards the front, I think. Is that a Peter Griffin? Oh man, now I'm really happy about getting to pull this head brains out. Poor positioning as far as this goes. Okay. Well, yippee! I win, I guess. I hope that anyone who's watching doesn't expect me to pull that multiple times, because, I am not going to be able to do that. That is not usual, but, it's cool that it happened. I'm gonna turn the game down a little bit. Yeah, that should be better. Alright, we return to the lobby, I guess, and ready up again. Oh man, did not expect my first game to be a win. Uh, Now I'm kind of almost certain that the next couple games are not going to be wins. But hey, as I always say, we take what we get. Oh boy. All right. Um. Yeah. Not quite sure what to say about that. My strategy towards the end, especially, was a bit flawed. I think it only worked because the other guy was panicking a little bit. Not gonna lie, I think that that might be what happened there. Yeah. Question is, am I feeling bold enough to drop first order base? That's the real question. Also, I've turned off licensed music. So, like, what happens when I do... Beyond the Flame is copywritten. Interesting. Okay. How about Brace for Chaos? Brace for Chaos is also copywritten? Okay. Change. Best Buds? Oh, maybe they're just all not working when I've got copywritten thing on. Okay. Man, I was hoping to experiment with that a little bit, but I guess that's just how that goes. All right, you know what? I'm gonna be bold. It's time for bold action. I'm the bold action man. Let's see about getting Phasma's medallion. I bet we can do this. Or I can do this. We. It's me and you, chat. Us against the world, even. Oh, that was so corny. You know, if I edited these videos when I put them up on YouTube, I might actually remove that line. That was so corny. Oh man. Actually, speaking of, you know, while I'm drifting through the air and looking to land at this base over here, how about if you are doing the whole like, comment, subscribe thing, which, by the way, I've not asked about that because I find it a little annoying when people do that in the middle of videos, but apparently it's a thing that you have to do, I guess. I don't know. I need to do more research into this. But comment on the YouTube video if you guys want to see me figure out how to actually edit these streams. Because I have the capability to record them. So, like, if I were to record, edit them, and then post edited streams as YouTube videos, would you guys be interested in that? Oh, great. We started off with a shotgun. Not a good start. So, obviously, we got to kill off the other player who landed here before they get the medallion. I hope that we are good enough to do that. And I should combat in multiple directions. Mutual kill! Oh, that's a new one. Okay, I caught that on camera too. That is awesome. I have never experienced a mutual kill like that before. That's cool. Okay. Neat. Ready up, I suppose. That's neat. Well, okay then. So is that a strike against going for bold action? Should we just stick to what's good, or do we want to try to conquer the first order base? Because those are our two options now. Like, we did not successfully get that first try. Do we want to try and get it first try? Second thing, do you think this guy is going to be able to kill whoever he's fighting? Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say before we started loading into the next game, but apparently not. Apparently 'twas not to be. 'Twas not to be. Nice, nice. Sitting here, chilling in the water. Casual. Being casual. Being casual. The one thing about having good load times is that it takes you so long to load in from the island lobby. Because, like, you load in really quick, and then you're in the island lobby for a minute, just waiting. Which, I mean, I suppose it's not that bad. Some people use it to practice before the actual game and such. Just something I've noticed. Alright, bold action once more. I've decided. We're gonna be brave. We're gonna do what we can. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna get this dub. It won't be a back-to-back now, because that guy managed to simultaneously kill us. Unfortunately, I don't think, based on the speed at which he was shooting, I don't think that if I had, like, shot him twice, I don't think he actually would have gone down as quickly as he did. I was out of SMG juice, obviously, but I actually think that he would have taken longer to go down if I had just gone for the shotgun immediately. But of course, since I hit one shotgun on him and killed him, and he already killed me, at that point it didn't matter what weapon it switched to. I was already dead. I wonder if there was a way that I could have lived that encounter. Is there cover? I could have ducked behind cover. Maybe I was just a little loosened up from that bot game. A little too loose. Not thinking tight enough. Well, hey. Excellent start. This is a good pistol. I can get a good gun from this stormtrooper. Awesome. And a shotgun, which I might use. See, beginning of the game, you just want to pick up any guns that are available. Ah, but these I can work with. Ooh. Oh, I got a purple one of that. Okay. Let's see. How quickly do you think I can do this? There's her down. Get this, and leave. We don't need any heat. And we're out of there. Woohoo! Heist successfully undertaken. Alright. One buff of build mode is that you can just place a single cone and break all of those immediately. Much quicker. Huh. Yeah, well, as you can see here, might as well head into pumped power. bit of gunfire. See how many pistol shots I can successfully get off. Oh, now I'm being shot at, I believe. Oh, but somebody else took him out. Oh, I see you. Ah, 10 more damage on him. See, this is what I was telling you, chat. That kind of gameplay is not normal from me. Although I did hit him for 10 damage. I did hit him down to 10 damage, so... I don't know. Man, is that the strat? Is you open with a shotgun and then switch to blast? Hope you get the major damage off first? Ah, but they're firing just so much at you that... Is that even worth it? These are the questions that keep me up at night. Well, no, they don't, actually. I don't think about Fortnite strategy that much. Like I said, I'm more of a festival player myself. This kind of fighting is not what I normally do. You know, if chat was a little bit more bustling right now, I might do a poll to see Lego or Reload at this point. But yeah, we'll just stick with my original plan. So Death Star bombardment tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting. I'm glad to see that the Godzilla event made them realize that people are fine with one super ultra powerful power up or buff being dropped in for certain things. Like, that's cool. I'm glad to see how they've been doing various things such as that recently. It's been working very well. What caused me to... Did the water get like a little bit too high? And I don't think I moved. Did I move? Well, I think we've determined that perhaps landing at the First Order base in all that heat is not worth it. Gotta remember, Fortnite's a game about survival, not about killing. There's a difference between that. If you want to get the dub, you gotta get good in the fight, sure, but you've also got to realize when sometimes you want to avoid a fight, which I'm not doing by hot dropping directly onto this area, admittedly. But hey, with no guards around, that does mean that there's a little bit easier stuff that's going to be happening. Okay, looks like 3 people. Some of them might be going over to the Chewbacca thing. Oh! Nice. Managed to actually hit him with that thing. She should have sprayed me more. Not gonna lie. Okay, so there's one of the 3 other people who landed here. That's gonna be important to keep track of. Keep track of that. That is one of 3. We are not out of the woods yet. One of them landed over by the Chewy thing. I'm almost certain of it. Bunker might be useful. Especially based on the fact that there's no longer any gunfire noises coming from over there. Oh, here's guest number 2. Not entirely the most intelligent strategy, but I guess they hoped it would work for them. Okay, so that's 2 out of 3, which means there's one more person potentially still alive around here. That is the one person we got to keep an eye out for. Because if they get the drop on us, that is going to be a bit of a problem. Tiny bit of a problem. Oh, admittedly, the shotgun's been treating me rather well. Early game, in a straight firefight, I don't see it helping. I mean, that last time, that guy landed a shot with the shotgun, then immediately switched to higher impact blasters. I think the shotgun's main problem right now is that it doesn't out-damage the blaster fire for the rate at which the blasters fire. Which, if you're going to be doing a shotgun and you want it to be, you know, rewarding people for hitting shots and stuff, what you really, really, really want to make sure you balance it for is that it is balanced to be at about the same amount per shot that an adequate amount of spray bullets can achieve. Same level. And I don't think that the shotguns this season have that capability. Or even I'm just chalking randomly. Who knows? The last person seems to have vanished, which is not a good sign. I'm gonna check over by the stormtrooper area where you rescue Chewie. See if that has anything to do with that. Definitely want to double check that I didn't lose them somewhere, because a lost person running around could sneak up on me. Yeah, they definitely rescued Chewie from here, but then it looks like they dipped. Interesting. Interesting choice. I smell the sweet sound of gunfire over there. Let's see. Is it a kind of shenanigan where I can get the drop on him? That's the real question right here. Okay, somebody drove in around here. Oh, I see them. Oh, they got a fancy schmancy truck and everything. How fancy and schmancy. Yeah, I see them over there. This is the point where some grenades would be very useful. What are they planning? See, this is what I'm talking about. He hit a really solid shot with a shotgun, and it did basically nothing to me. Now, to be fair, it did like pierce through my main shields and stuff, my overshields, and into my main shields. But still, it did not do nearly enough damage to be able to compensate for the fact that, you know, I was already spraying at him. If he gotten 2 shots off, I still would have had about 80 health or so. Like, I don't think that shotguns output enough damage to be able to put them on the same level as the spraying guns. So why use them? Now, this is odd. This is the exact color scheme that I'd use for this car. But that is definitely not my car. I mean, you guys saw my car earlier. It was a different type completely. Ha! I knew I heard a rare chest around here, and it has a bowcaster. Anyways. That is true. First off, hi Stygian Lilac, and then that is true. A headshot with a legendary shotgun is a pretty good one, but you have to get the shotgun, and then you also have to uh, knock and get that second shotgun blast quicker than the other person could be spraying you down. Which, again, not impossible, but yeah, the damage isn't worth it for the rarity. Now, that said, I actually like that we have a more unique method this season as opposed to, oh, just grab a shotgun and you'll be fine in a 1v1. It's interesting to get different types of weapons seeing more usage and such. But so much of the player base relies on shotguns that it seems kind of odd to me that they would make them so not great this season. Alright, person over here. I heard the gunfire. There's a pile of loot. My guess, bush. That would be where I'd hide in this scenario. Now, did I miss? Entirely likely. But I'm also not seeing any other movement, weirdly enough. Hi, Luke. What am I going to do? I'm going to grab a car and start searching for a Force Lightning lightsaber. There should be one of them around here now. Unless, of course, there's no cars around here, which is a completely different issue. Yeah, unless you get really lucky with a chest immediately, you're not going to be finding a legendary shotgun until far later in the game. Man, when grind rails were invented, they were totally crazy. We'd never seen anything like them. So cool that they still exist. Okay, this particular match might have real people in it. Somebody grabbed the first order medallion. I have to be careful with that. I just love the noise and the animation for this gun. Just, yeah, flip out your guns and stuff. Similar reason for why I like playing Star-Lord. There's so much flair to it. Okay, somebody has taken that particular shadow briefing. Now, either somebody moved in from Resistance Base or is currently inside of Resistance Base. They appear to have killed Poe, which is a bit rude. Bit rude, not gonna lie. Hi, Vengeance Jones. Any new updates on the storyline this season? Anything? No? Yeah. Figures. And I'm probably going to do a big push next week towards the blow up the Death Star live event. Yeah, it is very funny, but also totally in character how egotistical they programmed that Darth Vader AI to be. It really will look at you pointing out that we've already destroyed several dozen would-be conquerors on this island. And go, well, yeah, but I use the Force, and think that that's an applicable thing. Huh, nice. Not going to discount the possibility of them being a bot, but that was a pretty slick kill, I feel like. Bot or not. Alright, new circle means new lightsabers. What do we got? Purple over there. And that's about it. Man, horrible RNG for lightsabers this season. Flooded frogs. As you might guess from my username, I love this place. There's so many frogs here. All of the frogs. Big frogs, little frogs, wet frogs, dry frogs. Frogs of all kinds and shapes. Look at how many nice frogs there are here. Maybe I should just start dropping here. Maybe that's an idea. Just dropping flooded frogs all the time. I mean, I am Captain Frogger guy. Would fit with the vibes. People watching this later on YouTube, leave a comment down below. Should I just start dropping at flooded frogs all the time? And if flooded frogs is no longer inside of the Fortnite map right now, why would they do that? Why would they remove a perfectly good POI like flooded frogs? It's almost as bad as the time when they removed Sanctuary. Yeah, leave a like on the video if you missed Sanctuary. Where's all my Chapter 3 people at? You guys remember Sanctuary. Sanctuary was a great drop spot. You could even fight Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson if you wanted to. That was cool. Alright, now comes the most boring portion of any Fortnite playthrough. The waiting. Because there's some times in Fortnite, especially when you're by yourself, where nothing is happening. You just gotta wait for a little bit. Wait for the storm to close. See what happens. Notice that nobody is going for this medallion because nobody likes it, which is kind of funny, all things considered. Despite the fact that it has a pretty good weapon attached to it. Like the legendary, or the mythic Han Solo pistol. Not bad. Not a bad weapon. I actually miss some of these areas being filled with water. Added some life to this area. Obviously, some of it is not meant to be filled with water, but this area, for example, is supposed to be like a bath area. Why is it bereft of water? Why does it not get any fun? Well, I'm still inside the storm circle. No new lightsabers have spawned at the moment. So, we continue on with our adventure. Man, remember when this room was a secret? Different times. Different times. Just gotta level up from doing nothing. As you might have noticed, I've already completed my battle pass, though, so... levels mean nothing to me. It's kind of funny, actually. This is one of the few seasons where I have completed my battle pass so quickly. It's actually kind of crazy. Man, nothing that upgrades me. I'd appreciate a higher color rarity of these dual pistols if you guys don't mind. Like, I don't know, Epic just dropped me a blue or a purple. That'd be nice. Blue or purple rarity. TIE fighter coming in. Good thing I'm undercover and they can't see me. Actually, top 10. Let's level up our capabilities. Oh. Yep. Frog noises. Oh. Blaster fire. Anything I can capitalize on? Okay, thank you. Man, can't see either of the people in this conversation. Thank you. What? Whoa! Completely different person from a completely different direction. What? Where, though? Shots would indicate over there, but I wasn't seeing anyone over there. Okay, well, there should be some more healing stuff around here. I know I opened a ton. Maybe you have some. What are the chances it drops a chug jug? 0. The answer to the question, by the way, if you were asking chat, is 0. No chance of a chug jug. I have to use up my slap supply. Okay, can I close? How many of these doors can I close? Realistically, this one. Okay. Woohoo! So we are now in the top 7. Oh. That might be a problem. Yep. Yep, I know where you are. I know precisely where you are. Whoa! Well, hi there. Well. Ah, well. You win some, you lose some. Top 6 ain't bad either. Could have gotten to top 5, but ah, well. Maybe I should stream myself doing, like, you know, ranked matches. That way winning or losing means something. I don't know. Ranked matches could be kind of sweaty. But then the fun comes from me being decidedly unsweaty. Well, it's the turn of the hour. I could switch to a different game mode. Let me see how everything's doing. Yeah. Alright. You know what? Bit of fun. Let's switch to some festival. Now, this could get sticky. I know this could potentially get sticky, but I've turned off copyrighted music. So there is a chance that Twitch mutes my VOD, potentially? Or not. I don't know what'll happen until after it happens, but hey, I got 3 people watching right now, so if I get muted, somebody let me know, I suppose, and I'll stop, I guess. Woohoo. But yeah, for this, we'll just be playing Epic Originals. So, sorry, fellas who wanted to see me play Livin' La Vida Loca, which just got added. Or also Through the Fire and the Flames, which I have 5-starred in the past. Yeah, sorry, I can't do that one. Because copyright laws. Unless someone wants to look up how much it would cost me to, like, buy the copyrights to Through the Fire and the Flames, specifically to play it on stream. Like, that would be kind of fun. Let me see. As you can see, I've already 5-starred quite a few of these, but I love playing this game mode, so I'm just gonna do it. Haven't done Ocean Breeze. No, I'm not doing September. What are you even talking about? Let's see. Night Porter. That's a good one. Swim Free. That's a good one. Eh, this might not be too interesting, but it'll still be fun. Let's see what happens. But yeah, you guys are gonna have to let me know if something happens, because I'm not going to be able to tell immediately. but these are all Epic originals and theoretically copyright free, so it should be fine. All right. I suppose I should now check whether or not my stream has suddenly been stopped. Nope, still going. All right. So I have to assume that things are going well there then. Also, please ignore the horrible glitching out that my textures can do sometimes on my current graphics card. All right. You know, what could be a fun thing to do is you guys could pick what epic original songs I do. That could be an interesting twist that we do after this. See how it goes. This one is much more visually interesting.
From the shore to the deep, I swim so free. In the heart of Olympus, God's decree. From the coast to the reef, I rule the sea.
All right. I assume everything is still working. Yep. Looks like everything's still working. Excellent. Excellent. This is awesome. Having a lot of fun here. Let's see. This one has a long downtime period. Jeez. Okay, I'll be the first to say it. This particular song is very boring. Now I remember why this is one of the songs that I only do once a season when they reset all the scores. Man. It's seriously so boring that I'm worried I might mess up because I'm getting hypnosis from it. Road hypnosis. Yeah. The headbanging animation is definitely very funny. I personally feel like lead players need more animations, but that's just because I'm a lead player, so... Man, tripped up again. Okay. Alright, well, gold starred that. You know, bored out of my mind, but gold starred it. Let's hope that the other one is a bit more interesting. Side note, Fortnite already made it so that you can have your favorite characters pop up on the stage randomly. I think that they should make that be the same thing for your favorite emotes as well, because Man, what are the emotes that they pick? Okay, next song. Okay, well, at least this one I'm playing for the full time. That's nice. Great start so far. Okay. Something? Okay, vibes are kicking in. Vibes are kicking in. There we go. Even if it's the exact same thing over and over again, at least I'm doing something. Okay, I'm going to delete that particular chat. Yeah, thanks. See. Yeah, bye, buddy. Also, thanks for making me lose my streak on here. That said, if I still somehow manage to get gold stars on this, that's going to be kind of ridiculous. Wow. I still gold starred that? I think I think I might need to archive this song. This is... wow. That's crazy. I missed, like, the entire middle third quarter. And... I'm in 52nd place. Wow. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, never doing that song again. Okay. Now, does anyone have any requests? You know, assuming everything's still working properly. All right. All right. Lord of the Wasteland. Not September. Jeez. What is? No idea what's going on with that. Okay. All right. Lord of the Wasteland. Let's throw in Flickering Flame. Why not? That'll be fun. A bit of Butter Barn Hoedown. One more request. I will take one more request. And Bloom. Okay. Nice. This is gonna be some nice full bars. Real challenge. Let's see how I do. Bam. Right there, right there. Crap! Missed that one. That's gonna come back to bite me later, I can tell. Oh, caught it that time. Fight the night. Pure adrenaline. The way he says adrenaline will never not be funny to me. Trap. Anyway, that one goes out to you, Zeph, if you're ever watching this. I may not have beaten your score that time, but my high score does still stand. So, yeah. What's my delay on that? Milliseconds? Not bad. Not bad. Within acceptable ranges. Of course, if the chat requests it, I could try to do it again and 100% it. Now that would be funny. That would be funny. Alright. Mm. Okay, that one cracks me up for a slightly different reason. Alright then. Cool. Top 512. That's not thing. Do not many people play this song? There's a couple places where I probably could have had better overdrive, admittedly. And now for everyone's favorite Fortnite pancake themed restaurant, the Butter Barn. After I double checked that, everything's still working, which it appears to be. Nice. Those lift notes on that course are evil. Oof. Well, repeating lift notes aren't that bad, but that particular raised lift note after a prolonged empty space really tries to trick you. Really tries to try you. Didn't even match my high score this time. Rough. Majorly rough. Alright. Alrighty. Bloom time. Nice and vibey. Nice and vibey indeed. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-doo-doo-dip-ba-doo. Nice. Bloom's always a nice one. That beginning portion is a little rough, but once you get past that, it is all vibes all the way through. Always nice. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see if there's enough time for one more set before the turn of the hour. Alrighty. Let's see. Any more requests? Any more thoughts? Ideas? Suggestions? I think I'll do a bit of a ramped up one for this final set. If you like me, always nice and vibey. For Latveria, suitably dramatic, and definitely want to do Beyond the Flame, but I want to save that one for last. Let's do Change, then Beyond the Flame. One of these days, I should make it a challenge to. I'm not ending stream until I 100% Beyond the Flame. That one's a very rough one. I'd love to get that dealt with. 100%ing Beyond the Flame would be really cool. I'm not gonna lie. New solo high score, and I tripped up a bit in the middle there. Wow. Alrighty. It occurs to me that if I want to do more of this type of thing, maybe investing in like a keyboard camera would be kind of neat. You know? The thought occurs to me. I have to think about that. Microwave that in my brain for a little bit. Alright, next for your viewing and listening pleasure, for Latveria from the Absolute Doom season. Oof. That one is always a treat to play. Every time. I love doing that song. Oof. Man. Alright. Next up, Change from one of the festival passes. This is one of my favorite original songs that Epic Games has done. It's got such a nice vibe to it. Nice. That middle portion is really the rough part there. Might have to experiment to see if I can get some better overdrives on that, though. What you doing over there, Mark? You wanna maybe not do that? I'll never understand that emote. Oh, never. Alright. Well, considering the fact that we're still going strong, I'm going to assume that everything's going fine. So, let's start Beyond the Flame. This one's going to require a large amount of concentration. So, hope there's not too many skipping noises involved in this one. A bit of a breather there for me. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Could have gone a little bit better, but all things considered, that went well. Alrighty. It is now exactly on the hour. I was originally planning on going for a little bit longer, but to be honest, I am out of the thought of stuff that I was originally going to be planning. Uh, so, with that in mind, I think I'm probably going to call it here for today. Um, Thank you everybody who was watching. Thanks to everybody who might see this later on YouTube. Um, skip that. And I will see you tomorrow, where we will be playing a bit of Marvel Rivals to celebrate the end of the half season and the start of the new one. So, goodbye everyone. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you then. Bye.